God, I love being happy. I sure hope my holidays remain undisturbed. What's this? Oh God, no. Francis Scott Key, jerkface Scott again. Fitzgerald is wrong about the American dream. I'm right, here's wrong, and this is an incredibly correct and factual video essay. Here's why. This guy wrote a very inconspicuous, niche, and rather unknown book called The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby takes place in 1922 and is from the perspective of this guy, Nick Carraway, as he moves to the West Egg District in New York. His neighbor is the man, the myth, the legend himself, the He's incredibly rich, like ludicrously rich, like how are you homeless? Just buy a home rich. Nick gets invited to one of Gatsby's parties. Gatsby falls in love with Tom Buchanan's wife, Daisy. Gatsby's car is found to have hit Tom's mistress, Myrtle. Gatsby tells Nick that Daisy was actually the one driving the car. Gatsby still takes the blame and he kills himself. This is post-edit Justin. I would like to say, he doesn't kill himself, actually. Wilson kills him. How does this relate to the American dream, though? Well, turns out, Jay Gatsby came from a poor farmer family and actually achieved the American dream. Oh, you don't know what the American dream is because you're not born in the best country in the world? Well, the God bless American dream can be defined as anyone, regardless of race, class, gender, or nationality, can be found successful in America if they just work hard enough. You heard that right. If you work hard enough. Well, the good Gatsby had achieved his money through crime. Namely, he bootlegged alcohol, so he's not really that great, now is he? Interestingly enough, this makes him the perfect analysis of the American dream, as consumerism rose, the morality regarding the acquisition of sweet moolah has also decreased. So if that's the case, then how is Francis Scott Key, door, handle, door, knob, door, Fitzgerald wrong? First of all, look at this. See, I was born in America. New York no less, so clearly this chump has no clue what he's talking about. Second of all, Average Gatsby is the perfect analysis for the American dream. He made his money through dubious means, but his life tragically ended chasing love. Let's analyze a quote about him then. As Nick and mediocre Gatsby drives to New York for lunch, less than average Gatsby drops the bombshell that he was not born in a wealthy family and inherited his money, but rather he came from a poor family. Nick then writes, "Anything can happen now that we've slid over this bridge," I thought. Anything at all, even Gatsby could happen, without any particular wonder. He remarks on how he feels that anything can be achieved now that he knows that even the poorest people, represented by the bad Gatsby, can go from rags to riches. He conveys this idea through the metaphor of a bridge, where although he's quite literally on a bridge, he also perceives one end as his beginning and the other end as the American dream, and the bridge representing his life. Through this metaphor, he indirectly compares the American dream to the unimpressive Gatsby, as he somewhat idolizes the idea that he can achieve anything if horrendous Gatsby can. So, what if he got his money through crime? It's still money, right? What I'm noticing here is that the terrible Gatsby did achieve the American dream. It's love that let him down. See, folks, I choose to be single. Furthermore, towards the end of the book, Nick notes that Dr. Eckelbrick's eyes, dimmed a little by many painless days under the sun and rain, brood on over this solemn dumping ground. This means that the billboard advertisement of the Doctor Man has been beaten down with rain and weather. My God, is it raining cats and dogs? Well, I'll be damned. Rain and weather can obviously represent time, as it is often used by the media to represent the changing of seasons. In the beginning of the book, when Nick sees it for the first time, it is associated with superficial wealth and fame. Now that time has eroded it, that can only mean that time has corrupted the ideas of wealth, and therefore, as the American dream became more and more about wealth and materialism rather than dreams, consumerism has risen. More stuff to buy and more money to buy it with. Well, what's the issue here then? I mean, you need money for your dreams, right? So, money just acts as the middleman between you and your dreams. Ergo, there's no problem with the perversion of the American dream. You still need money for your dreams. So what if the American dream changed from unity, hope, or settling down with a nice family to just getting as humanly rich as possible? I mean, you want to be rich, right? Seriously though, this only proves how the American dream is still real. When our God-given Costco was founded on the 15th of September 1983, the cost of the hot dog was $1.50. Do you know how much it costs now? $1.50! In conclusion, Francis Scott Key Fitzgerald Key Scott Francis is completely wrong about the American dream. The author is British, and I'm American, so clearly I would know better than him. Furthermore, the American dream is still alive. The horrible Gatsby achieved it. Moreover, there's nothing wrong with the American dream becoming more and more money-focused. After all, you still need money to achieve your dreams. Your morals don't matter. Money is everything. You need money to achieve your dreams. So, what's wrong with the American dream? I'm right, here's wrong, and this is an incredibly correct and factual video essay.